Good day, everyone. Here we are gonna tackle the lesson 4 of quarter 4, the measure of group data by Equationator Nash. What is it? The measure of group data provides a way to summarize and analyze the data that is grouped into categories or intervals, allowing for a clear understanding of patterns and trends within the data. By calculating measures such as mean, median, range, and standard deviations, statisticians can gain insight. Steps in calculating the quartile, decile, and percentile. First, construct the cumulative frequency. Second, decide the class that contains the QK, DK, and PK. Note: quartile, decile, and percentile class is the class with the value of cumulative frequency greater than or equal to Kn over 4, Kn over 10, and Kn over 100. LB is the lower class boundary. N is the total frequency. CF is cumulative frequency before the quartile, decile, and percentile class. FQK, FDK, and FPK is the frequency of quartile, decile, and percentile class. And I is the class with class interval. Example: find the quartile 1, decile 7, and percentile 95 of the height of 40 students of grade 10 class. In the table, we have class limit, frequency, lower boundary, and cumulative frequency. So the class limit and frequency is given, so we need to find the lower boundary and cumulative frequency. So first, we need to find the lower boundary. So how to find the lower boundary? So we have the lower limits of the class limit. So we need to minus it into 0.5. So 18 minus 0.5 is equal to 117.5. 127 minus 0.5 is 126.5. So 136 minus 0.5 is equals to 135.5. 145 minus 0.5 is equals to 144.5. 154 minus 0.5 is equals to 153.5. 163 minus 0.5 is equals to 162.5. And last, 172 minus 0.5 is equals to 171.0.5. To find the cumulative frequency, we need to copy the frequency of 3. So 3 plus 5 is equals to 8. So 8 plus 9 is equals to 17. So 17 plus 12 is equals to 29. So 29 plus 5 is equals to 34. And 34 plus 4 is equals to 38. And 38 plus 2 is equal to 40. Now we found the lower boundary and cumulative frequency. Now we need to find the quartile 1. So here's the formula, but first we need to find the k times n equals 4 to the value on it. So here's the value of k times n equals 4 is equals to 1 times 40 over 4. So equals 1 times 40 is equals to 40. So 40 divided by 4 is equals to 10. So here we have the value of k times n over 4. So we need to identify the cumulative frequency, lower boundary, frequency, and class width. So here we have the cumulative frequency which is 8 because the value of k times n is equals to 10. So 10 is under in the 17. Before the 17 we have 8. So our cumulative frequency is 8. Kumbaga, ang value ng k times n ay 10. So which is under siya sa 17. So before 17 we have 8. So the cumulative frequency is 8. So the lower boundary is 135.5 because the value of k times n is 10. So 10 is under in the 17. So the line of 17 we have 135.5. So the lower boundary is 135.5. So the frequency is 9 because line po siya ng 135.5. So last, we have the class width is equals to 9 because we need to minus the 127 minus 118 is equals to 9. So the class width is equals to 9. Now, we need to find the value of quartile 1. So, here's the formula. So, quartile equals to lower boundary plus kn over 4 minus cumulative frequency over frequency divided by class width or class internal. So the value of lower boundary is 135.5 plus the value of k times n, which is 10, and minus the cumulative frequency, which is 8, over the frequency, which is 9, divided by the class width or class internal, which is 9. Now copy the 135.5 plus 10 minus 8 is equals to 2. Copy the 9 and 9. So copy the 135.5 plus 2 times 9 is equals to 18. So 18 divided by 9 is equals to 2. So 135.5 plus 2 is equals to 137.5. Ngayon, atin namang hanapin ang value ng decile 6. So, same process ng quartile 1. So, here's the formula. So, we need to find the value of k times n over 10. So, k times n over 10 equals to, the decile is 6. So, 6 times 40 over 10 equals 6 times 40 is equals to 240 over 10. So 240 divided by 10 is equals to 24. So the value of Kn is equals to 24. Now, we were looking for cumulative frequency, lower boundary, frequency, and class width. So the cumulative frequency is 17 because the value of k times n is 24. So 24 is under in the 29, and before 29 we have 17. So the cumulative frequency is 17, and the lower boundary is 144.5 because the value of Kn is 24. So the 24 is under in the 29, and the line of 29 is we have the lower boundary of 144.5. Next, frequency. So the frequency is 12 because the lower boundary is 144.5. So the line of 144.5 is 12. So the frequency is 12. So the class width is 9 because 145 minus 136 is equals to 9. Now we were gonna find the value of decile 6. So here's the formula. So decile equals lower boundary plus k times n over 10 minus cumulative frequency over frequency divided by class width or class internal. So decile 6 is equals to lower boundary of 144.5 plus 24 minus 17. So 24 is the value of k times n over 12 divided by 9. Next, copy the 144.5 plus now minus the 24 and 17, which is 7. Copy the 12 and the 9. Next, copy the 144.5 plus 7 times 9 is equal to 63 divided by 12. So the answer is 5.25. So 144.5 plus 5.25 is equals to 149.75. So the decile 6 is equals to 149.75. Now we were gonna find the percentile 95. So here's the formula. Same process, we need to find the k times n. But here, the I is 100. So Kn over 100 is equals to, so the K is 95 and the N is 40. So 95 times 40 over 100 equals 95 times 40 is equals to 3,800 over 100. So 3,800 divided by 100 is equals to 38. Now, we were gonna find the cumulative frequency, lower boundary, frequency, and class width. So, cumulative frequency is equals to 34 because the value of Kn is 38 and 38 is under the 38. So, before 38, we have 34. So, the cumulative frequency is 34. Lower boundary is equals to 162.5 because the value of Kn is 38 and the line of 38 is have or line of the lower boundary of 162.5. Now the frequency. So the frequency is 4 because the line of the lower boundary of 162.5 is the frequency of it is 4. So the class width is 9 because 172 minus 163 is equals to 9. Now we were gonna solve the percentile 95. So here's the formula. Percentiles is equal to lower boundary plus kn over 100 minus cumulative frequency over frequency divided by initial class or class width. Now, the value of lower boundary is 162.5 plus the value of kn is 38 minus the cumulative frequency is equals to 34 over frequency is 4 and divided by class width is 9. So copy the lower boundary, which is 162.5 plus 38 minus 34 is equals to 4. Copy the 4 and the 9. Now copy the lower boundaries, which is 162.5 and 4 times 9 is equals to 36. So 36 divided by 4 is 9. So 162.5 plus 9 is equals to 171.5. So the percentile 95 is equals to 171.5. And that wraps up today's lesson only here in the Equationators. Thank you for listening my lesson. Mabuhay!